You're watching Console Conversations.
Hello everybody, it's me, WalterTheGermanyBall, here with Hyden for the second part in the RPG Chronicles two-part series in Console Conversations Season 3. And here we are with the 12th episode of Season 3. It's almost done, I can't believe it. So, with that being said, what's this episode about? Well, if you didn't read the title, which is weird, you probably should start reading titles of videos before you click on them. If you didn't read the title, it's about Paper Mario, our experiences with Paper Mario. We did it with Pokemon before, and we're doing it with Paper Mario now. I think it's going to be a bit more interesting, because both of us have played Paper Mario games, whereas I think Hayden's played one Pokemon game. So it's going to be a bit more interesting. So, Hayden, if you want to go first and tell us about the first game that you played in the series.
Well, the first game I played was Super, and I really liked that game because, I was pretty young when I started playing it. So it was but it was pretty interesting how I just liked it because it was because I hadn't played I don't think I had played an RPG game before. So it was like a Mario game, but it had story, and that was pretty interesting. And I think I just liked like I think the main part about it that I liked when I was playing it is the story of it, and that was pretty interesting. But the gameplay was fun. I mean, usually, if it's since it's partially an RPG and mostly a platformer, it does platforming the Mario platforming well for what I think that the RPG and platforming combination works it kind of works as you I didn't know this at the time, but you can do combos and stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you jump on them multiple times and then you get experience, it was.
Oh,
that,
if you jump on multiple enemies in the new Super Mario Brothers games.
Well, no, it's if you jump on the same enemy multiple times, I think you get this combo or something. I don't know. But anyway, so the game was pretty interesting as it's a linear. It's the most, I would say it's the most linear Paper Mario game because it's a 2D platformer. But most it's interesting because the puzzles, the linear part is through the worlds, how you don't go back to other worlds and stuff, and how you just go through the world and then you never go back there ever again. But in the worlds, it's quite interesting because earlier this year I was playing Super again, and throughout the world there's multiple stuff to find your way to the ending where you have to complete puzzles and stuff. And that was pretty interesting how they were able to do that in a platforming game.
Yeah. And so, since I have only played one Paper Mario game, basically I'm going to go over my experiences with it at the same time you're going over games. So my first, experience with the game, the first, because you could call it session of me playing through the game, was I was traveling across the country. This was a couple months ago, and I bought the game, And so I played it. I didn't make a lot of progress because, was focused on a lot of other stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I did play the game. I think I got I think I did beat the first streamer. Um, and I really, really liked the game. Like, that was really good. I really enjoyed that part. I really saw, like, the charm of the game. It was really fun to, like, the couple platforming sections that they had. Um, a lot of character. It was really funny. The battle system I really enjoyed. I know it's not a perfect battle system. It does have a lot of issues, but it
Yeah.
is very fun. Like, I think, like, my major criticism is there's a lot of, like, throwaway mechanics that I never used, like the hints or the toads. Like, I never used those once. They never
Yeah.
came in handy. The battle system is also kind of easy, but I do like the puzzles are well designed and it's really fun. But it's kind of like, you solve the puzzle and then you press a couple buttons and that's it. So it's boring after you solve the puzzle. So I think they could have added some more strategy to that. That's the biggest thing I think they could add in a sequel. But yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
really enjoyed, like, the first time I played it through that first streamer. That was really enjoyable. So
Yeah.
yeah, Hayden, you can go to the second game you played in the series.
Well, the second game was the next game after Super, which was Sticker Star, and well, I played it in this a lot. Well, kind of a lot because like I got to this point where there was like this fish that would like grow bigger and then blow up, and I never was able to get past that point. So I just stopped playing after that point and never completed the game. But up to that point, it was it's kind of just there. It's just like you go into battles, you fight the enemies. I would try to avoid battles because like the stickers, like you would have to get your stickers. And another annoying thing is if like you like the things, if you use the wrong thing,
Hmm.
it would get rid of your sticker. So that, or not the wrong thing, but like just some random sticker would get rid of your sticker. But I guess that makes sense. But like and
Yeah.
how like I'm pretty sure you had to always when you had wanted to get a new thing, you had to go back to where you first got that thing, or and then you had to go back to town and then like throw it onto this wall, where you could go like get it from this like black market guy thing or something, where he
Hmm.
was like selling these like replicas
Yeah.
and like but it's like it's just like there. Like the battles were kind of bland, and the story, like I think the main problem I have with like the I have more problems with Sticker Star than I had with Color Splash, because with Sticker Star it's just the old the plain like, oh, Bowser breaks the star and then it splits into multiple pieces and you have to find the pieces. Oh, and
Wow,
the
it's not like that was used in all of the games.
princess gets captured, I think. I don't know. Probably does. And then you have to get the stickers. And then, oh, wait. Oh, Bowser gets all the sticker stars or something. Like I said, I never completed the game, so I don't know the ending. But it's like, oh, he becomes like this super sticker bean or something. And then he becomes all and super powerful. No. And you
So,
beat him and stuff.
so basically, it's just a super forgettable game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's an opinion that most people would disagree with. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so then my second experience with Origami Kings, which is again the only one I played,
Hmm.
was the second streamer, which is probably actually my least favorite part of the game. Like, I don't know why. I think it's probably because I was stuck for a long time and I had to look up walkthroughs, and it was just like I liked it The fetch quest was really funny. It had a lot of charm. I loved the Samurai Studios. Loved the look
Mhm.
of it. I love the boss battles in that part. Like, it was a great part, but I just had a bad experience with it. I spent a lot of time on that streamer. I think I spent the most time on that streamer out of all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just probably my least favorite part of the game. And then I went on a third streamer, and that one was great. But yeah, and then if you want, I'm assuming you're gonna go on to Color Splash now.
Yeah. And with Color Splash, liked it a lot more than Sticker Star because they fixed a lot of the problems with the other game, but like they made it so like I feel like the battles like they technically made had experience in the game where you beat enemies and then you got your hammer and then they gave you more paint and stuff. That was technically experience, and they did that, and then like it had more like I feel like Sticker Star was like the um like Sticker Star felt more linear than Color Splash, even though you need to complete certain parts to get to other parts of the game. But it's
Yeah,
like Color Splash felt so like clean and
probably because it was on
like
home console.
yeah, and it was like you did like it felt, and it was also like how I said like in Super it was like linear in the levels and stuff, and
Hmm.
like in Sticker you would go back to these other places, but in Color Splash like when you did go back to these other places, like it was different,
You had
and
more freedom.
and like there was different things happening in these areas, and sometimes you'd go back to it for like a different mission, which was interesting. And also I think um the there were kind of puzzles in that game where you would have to figure out what things to get for the completing the like gain the going to the next area. And
Yeah.
that was interesting. You had to find those puzzles, and then you could go get hints for
Hmm.
where they were.
Yeah.
And they also made it so the things were easier to get after you first got them. But another problem a problem that I had is that like other people, it was hard to get cards because it's like you get like the cards you get are the most recent cards, I think, and there's no way of like organizing them or easily
Yeah,
finding the cards. And
that's
it's
a major
like
problem I've heard with the game.
and it's like it like the amount of cards you have is really big. And at least with Sticker Star, you had like there are like large pages where you could see your stickers, and you would be able to like click them and pick what sticker you wanted to use. But in Color Splash, it was kind of like, well, yeah, like in Color Splash, I feel like it was made um like the game, this picking your
Yeah.
thing attack, and then like attacking was a lot more like complicated and drawn out than Sticker Star, because in Sticker Star you just clicked it and then pressed a few buttons and attacked. But in Color Splash, it was you picked what cards you wanted, you fill them up with paint if they don't already have paint in them. You swipe up for some reason, uh, because why would you want to cancel them after you already filled them up
Well,
with paint? And then you
because
click the button.
probably because they wanted to just, have little extra gimmick in there. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's kind of like a pick your poison situation, the way I look at it. I mean, I haven't played the games, but it seems to me like
yeah,
from what you've said and from what I've heard, like Sticker Star way too simple, generic, but
yeah,
Color Splash way too over the top, overly ambitious, while not having a lot of the good charm. But yeah,
yeah. And I
and
think
then
another
so
problem I had was that it was basically the same story as Sticker Star, where Bowser would separate all the stars, you would find the
Yeah.
stars, and then, oh no, he
Yeah.
becomes like this paint, it's super powerful, and then,
Yeah. I think you said that in your review where that was like
yeah,
kind of the same thing. But yeah, so and then yeah, I mean, I definitely think those two have major flaws. But so then, for me in Origami King, my third big experience was the rest of the game, the entire rest of the
mm-hmm,
game, which was the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth streamer. And so the third streamer is one of my favorite parts of the game. It's really good. Like, it's just so
mm-hmm.
good. It's so creative. Like, it's a massive open world to explore. It's so fun. It's
Which one's the
straight.
third streamer?
It's like the desert one in the desert.
Oh
It's the yellow
yeah,
one. And
yeah,
then the fourth one, which is the purple one, is another one of my favorites where you explore the islands. That one was so cool. Really showed off how Nintendo can make open worlds if they try to. Come on,
mm-hmm.
guys. Give us less linear games, more open games, please. And then the fifth streamer, I think it was the green one. That one was pretty good. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was fun. It was very fun, but it was kind of like I don't know. It was like kind of lacking in terms of interesting ideas. It was just a go from spa to spa. You know, it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
super interesting. Whereas the others, you know, you're sailing the high seas or driving a boot through a desert. Like I don't think there's another game where you do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, technically, there's not another game where you go to spas to unwrinkle a paper turtle, but, you know, still,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little less unique. But it was still really fun. And,
Mm-hmm.
and that jungle part, that was actually kind of scary. Um, and then the final streamer, that one was just awesome. That castle was awesome. It was so cool. The only thing was, and this is kind of, I'm not going to spoil it directly, but the ending, that was really sad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm assuming you're going to want to go to your experience with Origami King now.
Yeah. So, well, it's interesting because, like, when you start, it's, like you get the Luigi car, and, well, anyway, and it's like, it's funny because this is the first time Luigi is actually has a plot, or not really a plot, but like a kind of sort of important part in the game since like Super, which is interesting. I like how they gave other characters more like time in the spotlight. And then like anyway, moving on to the streamers, I liked how like there's like these kind of like side missions. Like you think they're side missions, but they end up being like the part of the main mission. Like how with the turtles, you wanted to get their like the circles, or these crystals or something. I forgot the name of them, but you had to get them to open up the cave for the Earth Ventimall, and then you need the Earth Ventimall to get to the streamer. And I kind of liked how it was kind of like you had to um, get there was multiple like bosses. Like the story,
Mm-hmm.
like what I'm saying is that the story felt like
More
connected.
unique.
Yeah, more unique. Like how like it wasn't just the Koopa kids.
Yeah.
Like there were no Koopa kids except Bowser Jr. and he wasn't even fighting you.
Yeah, he was your
And
friend.
Bowser wasn't even fighting you. The
Yeah, he
main
was your
villain
friend
wasn't even
too.
Bowser.
Yeah, which is something I think more Mario games really need to do. You know,
Yeah.
it's like how in a Batman game you can't just have like Joker be the villain every time. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, Batman Arkham did that 3 times. Oops. Well, at least they didn't do it in the fourth one. I'll give them that. I'll give them credit for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so my final experience with Paper Mario Origami King was trying to 100% it, but I didn't want to do it because, like, getting the toads, filling up the holes, doing that while you're playing through the main story is very fun. Like, it's super fun. But other than that, I don't like it. Like, going back to each area and just grinding to find all the toads and everything, that's not fun to me. Like, it just isn't. I'm sorry, I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I really want to complete it. And it does give you a lot of content, but for me, I started trying to 100% it, but I just couldn't do it. So there we go. That's it for the RPG Chronicles in Season 3 of Console Conversations and for Season 12, or Episode 12 of Season 3. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below your experiences with Paper Mario. Do you hate Origami King and love Sticker Star? No, you don't, because if that were the case, you'd be a ghost by now. And do you love Thousand Year Door and hate Color Splash? Probably. Most people do. So let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be safe, everybody, and goodbye.